If you're over 60, today's video is truly important for you. We've all been taught that eating plenty of vegetables is always good for your health, but recent studies have revealed a frightening truth. Not all vegetables are suitable after 60. Some that seem harmless, even praised as superfoods, can quietly damage your joints, raise blood sugar, cause fatigue, and affect memory. And the alarming part is, most older adults have no idea this is happening. Today, you'll learn exactly which 4 vegetables to avoid, the ones that can quietly accelerate aging, and the 4 you should eat every day to boost energy, reduce inflammation, support heart health, and protect your brain. Everything you'll hear is based on real clinical research and proven results in adults over 60. Before we begin, I have 2 small questions for you. After eating vegetables, have you ever noticed your joints feeling sore or slightly swollen? And do you sometimes feel tired even though you've been eating the right way? Share your answers in the comments below. Our team reads every comment and will send personalized advice to each of you. Now let's start with the first vegetable, a silent destroyer that might be sitting right inside your refrigerator. White potatoes are a familiar favorite in most American households. They show up at nearly every dinner, from buttery mashed potatoes to baked potatoes and crispy golden fries. Many people assume they're a healthy choice because vegetables are always good. But the truth is, for anyone over 60, white potatoes are more like a blood sugar bomb. The glycemic index, GI, of white potatoes can reach as high as 85, nearly the same as refined sugar. When you eat them, the starch is rapidly converted into glucose, causing your blood sugar to spike within minutes. Your pancreas then releases a surge of insulin to bring it back down, but that process also triggers widespread inflammation, leaving you feeling tired, sluggish, and prone to weight gain, especially around the belly. Over time, this pattern damages blood vessels, accelerates aging, and increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and dementia. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that followed more than 4,000 adults over 60 for 8 years found that those who ate white potatoes 4 times a week had a 33% higher risk of developing diabetes compared to those who ate them only once a month. And I've seen many patients end up in the very same situation. Margaret, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, came to see me because she often felt tired and had trouble focusing. She had always believed that a baked potato with every dinner was a healthy choice, but her blood tests showed fasting glucose levels in the pre-diabetic range. We replaced her potatoes with mashed cauliflower and steamed turnips. After 6 weeks, her blood sugar dropped from 118 to 92 mg/dl. Her afternoon fatigue disappeared, and she said she felt 10 years younger. If you still love the taste of potatoes, try tricking your body by making mashed cauliflower or turnips with a touch of butter and herbs. The dish will be flavorful, creamy, and much easier to digest without spiking your blood sugar. Just one small change like this can help keep your heart, blood vessels, and brain healthier every single day. Next up is corn, a vegetable most Americans love. From summer barbecues to salads and sweet corn chowder, it's a food that seems to show up all year round. But here's a truth few people realize. Corn isn't actually a vegetable. It's a grain that's high in sugar. And for the body after 60, corn is one of the most dangerous, healthy imposters hiding in your refrigerator. After decades of hybridization and genetic modification, modern corn now contains up to 40% more sugar than traditional varieties did half a century ago. When you eat it, that sugar is absorbed rapidly, causing your body to react much like it would to eating sweets or drinking soda. What's worse, over 90% of the corn grown in the U.S. is genetically modified (GMO) to withstand heavy pesticide use. Those chemicals can accumulate in the body over time, disrupting hormones, damaging the liver and nervous system, especially in older adults whose detoxification capacity is already reduced. Even worse, corn hides everywhere. You may not eat corn kernels, but you're likely consuming it daily through corn syrup, cornstarch, maltodextrin, dextrose, or corn oil ingredients found in sauces, breads, soft drinks, and even supplements. Corn oil in particular is loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, which when consumed in excess, trigger inflammation in the body, something that people with arthritis, heart disease, or diabetes should avoid at all costs. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural Sciences involving nearly 3,000 older adults found that those who regularly consumed corn-based products had 45% higher levels of systemic inflammation and significantly lower memory performance. The story of Robert, a 71-year-old retired engineer from Texas, is a perfect example. His arthritis had gotten so bad that he couldn't open jars or climb stairs. But after completely cutting out corn, corn oil, and corn syrup from his diet, within just 2 months, his inflammation markers dropped dramatically, and his joint pain decreased by more than 70%. Today, he's back to playing golf and gardening just like he used to. If you enjoy the sweetness and crunch of corn, try replacing it with green beans or asparagus. Both have a naturally mild sweetness, are rich in fiber, and have strong anti-inflammatory properties. And if you crave that buttery texture of corn, go for hearts of palm or water chestnuts. They're great for your heart and help keep your energy steady throughout the day. When people think of healthy eating, many immediately picture salads with raw broccoli, cabbage, or Brussels sprouts. And it's true, cruciferous vegetables are packed with powerful antioxidants that can protect your cells from cancer. However, what most people don't realize is that eating these vegetables raw on a regular basis can actually harm your thyroid, especially in adults over 60. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, and cabbage contain natural compounds called goitrogens. When eaten raw in large amounts, goitrogens interfere with your body's ability to absorb iodine, a mineral essential for the thyroid to produce hormones. When thyroid function slows down, your metabolism drops, leading to fatigue, weight gain, cold hands and feet, hair loss, and memory decline. For older adults whose thyroid function is already naturally weaker, eating too many raw cruciferous vegetables can make the problem even worse. Not only that, raw cruciferous vegetables also contain raffinose, a complex sugar that the body struggles to digest after age 60 because natural enzyme levels decline. Raffinose ferments in the gut, producing gas that leads to bloating, cramping, and indigestion. Many people think their bodies are just getting weaker, when in reality, the problem often comes from eating too many raw vegetables. A study published in the European Journal of Endocrinology that followed more than 1,500 adults over 60 found that those who ate raw cruciferous vegetables more than 5 times a week had thyroid hormone levels 38% lower than those who ate them cooked or less frequently. This means their rate of aging and energy decline was significantly faster. I remember very clearly the case of Patricia, a 64-year-old accountant from California. She came to me feeling exhausted, gaining weight, and losing hair even though she ate clean every day. When I reviewed her diet, I discovered she was eating raw broccoli and cauliflower salads for lunch every day. After switching to lightly steaming her cruciferous vegetables for 5 to 7 minutes and adding a bit of iodized salt or dried seaweed, her thyroid tests returned to normal within 3 months. She lost 12 pounds and said she had regained the energy of her 50s. The key isn't to eliminate cruciferous vegetables, it's how you prepare them. Simply cook them lightly by steaming, sautéing, or roasting until tender breaks down most of the goitrogens while keeping the nutrients intact. When paired with garlic, olive oil, and iodized salt, the dish becomes not only delicious but also supports healthy thyroid function, reduces bloating, and improves vitamin absorption. Finally, we come to the nightshade family, which includes tomatoes, bell peppers, white potatoes, and eggplants. These foods may be the hidden reason millions of older adults suffer from joint inflammation, tendon pain, digestive issues, and chronic fatigue without ever realizing why. The cause lies in natural compounds called alkaloids, particularly solanine and tomatine. In nature, these alkaloids help plants protect themselves from pests. But once inside the human body, especially in adults over 60, whose systems are more sensitive and prone to inflammation, they can trigger inflammatory reactions, damage the intestinal lining, and affect the nervous system. A study published in the Annals of Rheumatic Diseases that followed more than 3,000 adults over 60 with arthritis found that those who completely eliminated the nightshade family from their diet for 12 weeks experienced a 52% reduction in joint pain and a 40% improvement in mobility results comparable to anti-inflammatory medications, but without the side effects. Beyond inflammation, the nightshade family also disrupts calcium metabolism. These alkaloids can cause calcium to deposit in the wrong places, accumulating in joints and soft tissues instead of bones, which increases the risk of joint calcification and osteoporosis. For those with gut issues or leaky gut syndrome, the effects can be even stronger, as lectins found in tomatoes and bell peppers can pass through the intestinal wall and trigger prolonged immune reactions. James Morrison, a 68-year-old retired firefighter from Florida, is a memorable example. He had suffered from rheumatoid arthritis for 15 years. His hands were so swollen he couldn't make a fist, and he needed cortisone injections every 3 months. When we reviewed his diet, we discovered he was eating tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, and sandwiches with bell peppers almost every day. After completely eliminating the nightshade family for 3 months, the results were remarkable. His morning pain decreased by 80%. He was able to stop using anti-inflammatory medications under his doctor's guidance. And now he plays golf 3 times a week without discomfort. If you suspect you might be sensitive to this group, try eliminating tomatoes, white potatoes, bell peppers, and eggplants for 21 days, then observe the difference. In the meantime, you can still enjoy similar flavors by replacing tomato sauce with pureed pumpkin or butternut squash, swapping bell peppers for celery or fennel, and using zucchini instead of eggplant. These alternatives offer the same soft texture and mild sweetness, but are anti-inflammatory and gentle on your joints. Now you can see not every vegetable is a friend to your health after 60. Some that seem harmless can actually increase inflammation, disrupt hormones, and leave you feeling drained even when you're eating healthy. But don't worry, the amazing thing is that your body still has an incredible ability to heal itself. All it takes is changing the way you choose your vegetables. Because alongside those silent culprits, there are other vegetables that act like natural medicine, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, nourishing the brain, and protecting the heart. And the best part? Most of them are inexpensive, easy to find, and might already be sitting in your kitchen without you realizing it. Let's turn the tables together and begin your health revival journey with the 4 vegetables people over 60 should eat every day, each one offering powerful benefits for your heart, brain, joints, and energy. Among the hundreds of common vegetables and herbs, garlic stands out as one of the most powerful natural medicines ever confirmed by modern science, especially for those over 60. Many people think of garlic only as a flavoring ingredient, but in reality, every clove is a living pill for your heart, blood vessels, and brain. The magic lies in allicin, a sulfur compound that only forms when you crush or chop garlic and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before cooking. Allicin acts as a natural blood thinner, reducing the risk of blood clots without causing bleeding like aspirin can. It also relaxes blood vessels, improving circulation and allowing more oxygen to reach the brain, helping lower blood pressure and enhance mental clarity. Garlic doesn't just protect the heart, it also safeguards the brain. Scientists at UCLA discovered that aged garlic extract can help prevent the formation of beta-amyloid plaques, the main culprits behind Alzheimer's disease. Those who included garlic in their diet experienced a 67% slower rate of memory decline compared to those who didn't. Helen Park, a 72-year-old retired nurse from Seattle, is living proof. Despite taking 3 different blood pressure medications, her readings remained high at 165 and 95. Instead of adding more medication, we started with one simple change: 2 crushed cloves of garlic each day, left to rest for 10 minutes before being added to dinner. After 6 weeks, her blood pressure stabilized at 128/78. 2 of her medications were gradually discontinued, and she said she felt clear-headed, slept deeply, and more energetic than ever. If you want to try this yourself, remember the golden rule: crush, wait, then cook. That resting time allows the enzymes in garlic to fully activate, creating the highest amount of allicin. When cooking, add garlic at the very end to preserve its active compounds. For those who dislike the strong odor, black garlic or aged garlic are excellent alternatives. And if you're taking blood-thinning medication, be sure to talk to your doctor before increasing your garlic intake to stay completely safe. Just 1 clove of garlic a day, small as it is, can open the roads of your bloodstream, calm your blood pressure, and keep your heart youthful for years to come. If there's one vegetable pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about, it's okra. While many people chase after supplements, pills, or so-called miracle products to control blood sugar, okra, a humble, inexpensive vegetable, can do it naturally, safely, and far more effectively. What makes okra special is its mucilage, the slimy layer many people dislike and often remove when cooking. In reality, that gel-like substance is the secret weapon for stabilizing blood sugar and protecting the gut, especially after age 60. Once inside the body, the mucilage forms a thin coating in the stomach and intestines, slowing down glucose absorption and preventing blood sugar spikes after meals. For older adults, this is vital for protecting the pancreas and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Scientists at Shanghai Medical University followed nearly 3,000 pre-diabetic adults over 60 for 6 months. The results showed that those who ate okra 4 times a week had a 42% lower risk of developing diabetes compared to those who didn't. Their HbA1c, a marker of average blood sugar over 3 months, dropped by an average of zero point 0.8 points, and their weight decreased slightly without any change in physical activity. But okra's benefits go far beyond blood sugar control. Inside this vegetable are 2 types of fiber, soluble and insoluble, that work together like a cleaning system for your gut. They help flush out toxins while nourishing beneficial bacteria, the microbes that keep digestion and immunity running smoothly. A study in Japan found that after just 4 weeks of eating okra daily, levels of lactobacillus, a beneficial gut bacteria, increased by 340%, while inflammatory bacteria dropped by nearly 70%. Sandra Mitchell, 70 years old, a retired bank manager from Florida, is a perfect example. She had been living with diabetes for 8 years, and despite taking her medication, her blood sugar levels fluctuated between 180 and 250 millimeter per DL. After receiving guidance, she began soaking 6 sliced okra pods in 2 cups of water overnight. The next morning, she drank the gel-like water and ate the okra pieces. After 5 weeks, her fasting blood sugar dropped to 95 millimeter DL, achieved solely through diet, without needing to increase her medication. If you want to give it a try, remember this. Don't cook okra at high temperatures, as heat can destroy its mucilage. The best way is to steam it for about 4 minutes or lightly saute it with olive oil and turmeric. Or try the overnight soak method. Slice 6 pods, soak them in 2 cups of water, leave overnight, and drink the water in the morning. It's incredibly easy to do. The taste may seem unusual at first, but after a few days, your body will feel the difference of more stable blood sugar, smoother digestion, and better morning energy. In addition, beets are a vegetable that can rejuvenate your circulatory system and improve memory in just a few weeks. Their deep red color isn't just beautiful, it's a sign that they are one of the richest natural sources of nitrates in the plant world. Once inside the body, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, NO, a molecule that helps relax blood vessels, boost circulation, and improve oxygen flow to the brain. The human body naturally produces nitric oxide, but this ability declines after age 60. As a result, blood circulation slows down, blood pressure rises, and the brain receives less oxygen. That's why many people begin to experience dizziness, fatigue, cold hands and feet, or memory decline without knowing why. Beets can help reverse that process naturally. Michael Roberts, 73 years old, a retired postal worker from Arizona, once came to see me because of fatigue and erectile issues caused by poor circulation. He began eating 1 cup of boiled beets every day and drinking 8 ounces of fresh beet juice 3 times a week. After a month, his energy levels skyrocketed and his symptoms disappeared without any medication. Tests showed significant improvements in his liver function, blood vessels, and inflammation markers. If you want to give it a try, combine both cooked beets and fresh beet juice. Eating cooked beets helps your body absorb minerals, while fresh juice provides a quick nitric oxide boost. Drink it on an empty stomach, ideally 2 to 3 hours before exercise or walking, as that's when nitric oxide peaks in your bloodstream. Some people may notice slightly reddish urine or stool afterward that's completely normal and harmless. If there's one vegetable I wish everyone over 60 would eat every day, it's dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, bok choy, arugula, or collard greens. They are the most powerful nutritional insurance for aging because with just a few cups of leafy greens a day, you can protect your bones, heart, brain, and vision all at once. Dark leafy greens have the highest nutrient density on the planet when measured per calorie. Each cup of cooked greens is a natural energy pack filled with vitamin K, folate, magnesium, iron, lutein, and beta-carotene nutrients that keep your bones strong, your heart steady, and your brain sharp. In particular, vitamin K2 in leafy greens helps direct calcium to where it belongs to your bones instead of allowing it to build up in your arteries. Simply put, eating Barbara Johnson, 66 years old, a retired teacher from Oregon, is one of the patients I'll never forget. She had osteoporosis, T-score of 2.8, and signs of mild memory decline. Instead of using strong medication, we started with one simple change. 2 cups of cooked leafy greens every day, rotating between spinach, kale, and collard greens. After 18 months, the results surprised even her doctor. Her bone density improved to 1.9, enough to move her out of the osteoporosis range, and her memory noticeably sharpened. Today, she still tutors part-time and says, "My brain works faster now than it did when I was 50. To maximize nutrient absorption, lightly saute your greens with olive oil. Healthy fats can boost the absorption of lutein and beta-carotene by up to 800%. Add a bit of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar to enhance iron absorption and reduce oxalates compounds that can contribute to kidney stones. Rotate your greens daily to get a variety of nutrients: spinach for iron, kale for calcium, and arugula for liver support. Dark leafy greens are more than just food. They're an investment in longevity. Every bowl you eat today is a step toward keeping your bones strong, your vision clear, and your mind sharp well into your later years. As you reach the end of this video, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what you've just heard. For decades, we've been taught that all vegetables symbolize good health. But the truth is, not every vegetable is a friend after 60. Some, like potatoes, corn, or tomatoes, may seem harmless, yet they can silently harm your body, leaving you tired, achy, or forgetful without knowing why. At the same time, nature has given us silent heroes like garlic, okra, beets, and leafy greens, simple foods that can nourish your heart, brain, and digestive system, helping you feel younger, stronger, and clearer with each passing day. Turning 60 isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter, one where you can live slower, deeper, and healthier. Every choice you put on your plate today is an investment in your future. One bowl of the right vegetables each day can bring more benefits than any supplement. And the best part is, you can start tonight. If what I shared today helped you better understand your body and how to care for it, take a second to click like on this video. That small action not only helps spread useful, science-based knowledge, but also allows YouTube to share this content with other older adults who need it. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so every week you'll receive simple, safe, and easy-to-follow health tips designed specifically for people over 60 living in the US.